Bob, if you haven't read one of his books from the Freedom series, you really should. And I've been wanting to make a public plug for his books for a while now, so I'm pretty excited to have the microphone right now. But I've helped him edit his books, so I've been able to read all of them, and I don't have all the ailments that he writes about, but it's good because then I'm like, well, this is prevention then. And And sometimes I feel like it's homework, like I'm sitting down and I'm really kind of nitpicking the text, but you can ask Glenn, every time I read it, I'm like, oh, this is so good. This is so rich. It's like medicine every time I read it. And it is so full of wisdom. And I don't know which one I have on my Kindle, but I have one where, so sometimes like in the middle of the night, you wake up and you're worrying and you're thinking about things that your head's spinning and sometimes you just can't get out of that rut and you know you shouldn't be worrying and you should just be sleeping peacefully, but sometimes you just can't get out of that. So more than once, I've just pulled my phone out and I just start reading the end section of his book because it has all the scriptures right there that go through reasons why you shouldn't fear, reasons why you shouldn't be anxious. And then before I know it, I'm back to sleep. So it's good medicine. And so I encourage everyone, even if you don't have one of the ailments that you're battling, that's what the book is about, it doesn't matter because it's written for every single person in this room, and it is life-giving and life-changing, and it's medicine, and it's calming, and it's awesome. Oh yeah, so I remember the one more thing, I have to say a testimony about the book too, because he wrote one on breast cancer, and a couple years ago, Glenn's mom was battling breast cancer, and I brought her a copy of the book, and the day I brought it to her was probably her lowest day going through chemotherapy. I mean, it was just a rough day. I mean, she just had a gray color to her. She was in bed. She was just barely hanging on. It was rough. And so I gave her the book, and she would have friends that would come and stay with her throughout that time just to help her through her days. And she said her friend was reading part of the book to her. And she just said it was just so awesome and just helped her get out of the rut. And sometimes I think for her, the stronger battle wasn't cancer, but it was the anxiety and the fear of cancer. And so it was just very helpful to read this stuff. And I remember her saying, oh, I just need to give this book to my pastor because why isn't my pastor teaching on this stuff? And then I thought to myself, I'm like, where would I be if my pastor wasn't teaching on this? And I'm just thankful beyond words, and we love you very much.